Hello and welcome to episode one of the Studio C podcast, The Fun Show. I am here with my two incredibly handsome hosts.
One, the only. Sorry, I'm a little tired. Just got finished hanging out with your girl. You guys are pretty lucky to see the kid up 2 days out of the week.
It was good with boy Phil.
And we actually have a little guest with us today. There's little Milo.
Hey,
He's going to be our guest of honor today. He's a little camera shy, but that's okay. He's visiting for the weekend. So, just be hanging out with us. Alright, to get things started. Actually, I'm gonna announce something. I did not plan on this until, like, literally 30 seconds before I went live. But, we are sponsored by a new company. Whisper Candles, coming in 2023. Not out yet, but coming soon. Owned by me. But yeah, we're coming soon. So www.whispersense.co and sign up for putting your email to know when the website goes live. And might as well say our other sponsor. We are sponsored by Midnight Energy. Some people ask me, BBQ, how do you get so much energy? Are you on crack? No, I use Midnight Energy. Delicious and nutritious. Yummy!
there we go.
But they just came out with a new formula and a new flavor. The new formula takes out the red dyes and actually dyes in general. So it's healthier. And the new flavor, I haven't gotten a chance to try it yet, but I heard it's amazing. Strawberry Swirl is out now. Use code BBQHD for 10% off. But now that all that's out of the way, let's get on to our first topic of the night. TV show versus. So, we had villain versus, we had team versus, now it's TV show versus. Next week, we're not sure yet. We're going to have our meeting after this episode, and yeah. So, first TV show versus is Thundermans versus Wizards of Waverly Place. I'm gonna give it to Kid Vicious first.
Right. I feel like this was. I can see where this one could be hard, but at the same time, I can see where this is like easy as hell. Cause like with the Wizards of Waverly Place, they're more than just a bunch of magic and stuff. Like they can do so much. Dare I say they can compete with Harry Potter and them, bro. Like
Okay,
they
that first hot
they
take of the show.
they
What?
literally they are some powerful wizards. Justin alone could compete with somebody off of Harry Potter.
I mean,
Like they
considering the kids on Harry Potter are literal children. I mean, yeah.
they started when they were children too. They were teenagers.
They didn't start when they were like 5.
Neither did the people from Wizards of Waverly Place. They were
Harry
teenagers.
Potter started when they were like 5 to 7 years old.
Yeah, but I mean, I still feel like they can hold a change. And And you gotta give him this. They were taught by a wizard with his magic taken away, and they're still super powerful.
But
Against the Thunderment, there's no match. There's no
Harry
match.
Potter, they were trained by the best wizards and witches ever.
I mean, shit. They weren't trained by that, but when they went in
Okay,
the little
let's get back on topic. This is Wizards versus
I
Thunderments.
mean, I feel like the Thunderbirds are at the huge disadvantage anyway. Like I really do. There's just so much more that the Wizards can do that the Thunderbirds can't do.
You're gonna
Like
pick the Wizards.
the most powerful Thunderman is the little baby. I forgot that little girl name.
Bill?
Okay, yeah. So, question: Are we going about it wizards versus superheroes? Are we comparing like are like which TV show would we rather have? Or like kind of both?
Let's do which TV show?
Oh shit! Then I'll go. So I'm
Okay.
still going Wizards of Waverly Place, bro. I'm sorry, Thunderman wasn't that entertaining. You know, yeah. I mean, Thunderman had a couple of cute girls on here and there, but uh-uh.
Yeah. I'm definitely going Wizards of Waverly. I like Ken said. I never really got into Thundermans. Wizards of Waverly Place though was one of those shows. It was always kind of like on and off for me. It was like some days, okay, I'm really into it. Some days I'm not really feeling it, but I'm definitely taking it over Thunderman.
I mean, for me, I never really got into either of them. I watched Thundermans more. I just watched Wizards of Waverly Place whenever my sister had it on. But I will agree, Wizards of Waverly Place was a little more enjoyable. So Wizards won that one. iCarly versus Good Luck Charlie. KV?
That's a hard one. That is hilarious. Uh, I go iCarly. I felt like iCarly was a more iconic show than Good Luck Charlie. I mean, don't get me wrong, Good Luck Charlie had its moments, but iCarly is just an amazing show. And you see, they remade it. The remake isn't like the original, but it holds up a little bit. And when I say a little bit, I mean a little bit. But yeah, iCarly, I'm going with iCarly on this one.
Yeah, I'm definitely going iCarly. iCarly's just iconic. I still love watching it. Um, Even though I will, Good Luck Charlie, a really good show. It was first coming on. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. It's one of those shows growing to me over the years, growing over the years, and as I mature older, it's definitely a good show. But I'm definitely going iCarly.
I'm not sure with this one. I mean, they both are really good. But the iCarly, the Christmas movie, or the Good Luck Charlie Christmas movie, that movie was really good.
Oh yeah, the movie was amazing.
I'm gonna give it to
Yeah,
Good Luck Charlie.
I watch that every Christmas.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, I watched that one and the Drake and Josh one.
I'm gonna give it to Good Luck Charlie, just because I don't like remakes, and just because iCarly made a remake, I'm not really a huge fan of remakes in general. So, but they're both really good. But iCarly wins that. Oh, I already know my pick for this one. Drake and Josh versus Sweet Life on Deck. KB, go.
I don't know. This is another one. Drake and Josh are iconic, bro. And And then Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, they had two shows that did well because their original show was good. Then when they went to high school, they were good. It was good. So I'm gonna have to go with. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to go with Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, bro. On this one, I'm sorry, bro.
Wow.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm going Drake and Josh because I enjoy it more than Sweet Life on Deck. Sweet Life on Deck, kind of like how I was talking with Good Luck Charlie, it grew on me over the years as I got older and stuff. But Drake and Josh was always that show for me. And then I don't know about y'all, but I like the what is it, Sweet Life Zach and Cody when they're in the hotel or penthouse, whatever. I like that one better than Sweet Life on Deck. So I'm
Yeah,
going with Drake and Josh.
I feel like you. I feel like the reason why I picked Sweet Life of Zack and Cody is because I feel like Drake and Josh were a bunch of remakes when we were coming up. Sweet Life of Zack and Cody when they were on the deck on the ship. That wasn't a remake. Those were new episodes, you know. But yeah.
Yeah, it took me years, not years, but I didn't realize to maybe like a few years ago. You know how Josh had lost weight during the show. I thought that they had got a new actor because he had looked like completely different.
Oh yeah.
It took me,
I'm gonna give it to Drake and Josh because you like not only like my main argument for this is you can relate to them more, especially if you have a brother. Um, like I'm gonna give an honorable mention to my favorite episode was whenever he got stuck in the treehouse. That
oh
was my
yeah,
favorite episode. Um, Sweet Life on Zach or Sweet Life on Deck and Sweet Life of Zach and Cody in general, like living in a in a on a cruise ship and in a hotel, like that's any kid's dream, but you can't relate to it as much. But yeah,
the only thing I will say about Drake and Josh is that although, like I said, I do prefer over Sweet Life on Deck, I do think that the episodes could get a little repetitive. Kind of like you know that Drake is gonna do something crazy, Josh is gonna try and get him out of here, or be like, "What in the world?" And then they end up coming together at the end. Like it's kind of like you know the format and pretty much what's gonna happen each episode. I still do like it over Sweet Life on Deck.
yeah. I got back into Drake and Josh when I was in ninth grade, and man, is that show's still funny. It
Yeah.
it is it like I never watched the ending, and I never got to the end, but I might rewatch it and get to the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think Drake and Josh is the better.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not even mad that they won out of this one because Drake and Josh, to be honest with you, remind me of me and my brother. And my brother's the younger brother. He reminds me of like Josh, cause like he's the more reasonable one than I am and stuff. You know, does well, stays out of trouble. Doesn't get the ladies like your boy, but yeah, yeah.
Very Odd Parents versus Danny Phantom.
Okay, this was a bad matchup. Like, what? The Fairy Odd Parents would dominate Danny Phantom. Like, he's by himself, bro. Like,
They're not
Wanda.
fighting.
I mean, oh yeah, I forget. I keep forgetting. Most of our verses are fighting, but no, the Fairy Odd Parents were just a better show in general. I mean, Danny Phantom. It was good, but it wasn't the Fairy Odd Parents like. But Fairy Odd Parents are very iconic. They're still relevant today. Even though they've made like several revamped movies and stuff, I feel like they're more relevant today. And I feel like Danny Phantom, yeah, it didn't really stand the test of time. I didn't even remember Danny Phantom until Phil brought it up one time, one episode. So yeah, Fairy Odd Parents.
Yeah, I gotta disagree. Um, I don't think it's a clearance. I'm going Danny Phantom. Now, I mean, keep in mind, I'm a superhero nerd. I've always loved superheroes, so that could be a big reason why. Um, Also, Fairy Odd Parents, I just never really could get into it like that. Like it was straight, and then other episodes, it was like, I don't know. I can never really get into it. Danny Phantom, it was just always, I just always loved it, and it was, and like a ghost superhero, it's not really something that it's not like a lot of those. So he was different. He was on Nickelodeon. I enjoyed it. And yeah, now what I will say, I think the popular opinion would be Fairy Odd Parents. It's just not what I would pick. And I haven't watched Danny Phantom really probably since it was showing. So maybe like the main time I remember watching it was like 2010, 11, maybe 2012, where Fairy Odd Parents still comes on now. But I'm definitely going Danny Phantom.
I probably watched one episode total of Danny Phantom, and I watched hundreds of episodes of Fairy Odd Parents, so I'm gonna go Fairy Odd Parents. But I will say, after the first baby came around, the show dropped off. Um, it's kind of like SpongeBob, where it's only like the first 3 or 4 seasons are good. Uh, but even with that, I'm gonna go Fairy Odd Parents. I used to love that show. Just I don't like how they did like started adding more and more characters. I heard there's like 3 babies now or whatever and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I don't like that. I feel like that's whenever the TV show just dropped off. But before that, I feel like that's a better show. All right, Wizards of Waverly Place versus iCarly.
I'm gonna have to go with Wizards of Waverly Place on this. I'm sorry, bro. I told you guys, bro. I am Team Disney, bro. Like even though I think Waverly Place and Good Luck Charlie were the only two Disney shows, bro. I grew up on Disney. Like I mess with Nickelodeon shows, but I'm gonna have to go with the Wizards of Waverly Place, bro, on this one.
Um, that's really interesting. I'm gonna say I grew up Team Disney too. I was definitely a Disney kid. Growing up though, it made me realize that maybe at its peak, Nickelodeon wasn't where Disney was at, but Nickelodeon overall to me is better than Disney. And I'm definitely going with iCarly. iCarly is probably, if I had to make a ranking of like my favorite TV shows of all time, it would probably be in there. Wizards of Waverly Place, like I said, it was cool, but it was always kind of on and off. Like if I watched Wizards of Place, it was because nothing else was really on that I wanted to watch. So like I'm just gonna watch that. But I'm definitely going iCarly. I mean, it's iconic, it's legendary. They even had to bring out a reboot because of how iconic it is.
So I was a mix. I watched Disney movies. I could watch any day of the week, and I did. I watched Disney movies. Like I feel like Disney movies are more iconic than Disney Channel itself. Uh, so I kind of flip flop between Disney and Nick. Um, but I liked Nick better. I'm not gonna lie. Disney was good. Disney Channel was good. Don't get me wrong. Um, like especially Jesse. Jesse was golden. But Nickelodeon, I just feel like had the better shows, especially early 2000s. Um, so I'm gonna go with iCarly. I just enjoyed it better also.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, to me, like peak Disney for me was Austin and Ellie, Jesse, uh, all with the blog, kicking it, Bunk when they started to show that. I said Wizards of Waverly Place, Ant Farm, like that was peak Disney for me. And then when they showed the Disney Channel original movies, they don't even do that no more. But that was peak Disney.
Yeah. I heard Bump got weird. Not to like kind of go off topic a little bit, but I heard Bump got really weird. Like they got rid of the Ross kids now, and it's just like really, really weird.
Yeah, my brother still watches that show. He said that they got rid of all the Ross kids. It's like a new roster almost every season.
Yeah, that's
It's too long. It's done like six. I know 6 seasons for sure. It might even be on its seventh. But Disney shows they're supposed to cut out at 4 seasons. So it just lasted too long.
yeah, that's one complaint of mine about Disney is the really good shows only have like 3 to 4 seasons.
I mean, I watched a documentary about it wasn't about Disney, but it was about an actor, and they said that a lot of Disney shows they try to wrap them up within 100 episodes, so they won't have to pay them a certain amount of money. But if they're switching out the cast members, they're kind of skipping that step to where they have to do that. That
Yeah,
might be a reason.
Disney's gotten super weird. But Drake and Josh versus Fairy Odd Parents.
Okay, yeah, this is a big mismatch. This is a really big disadvantage, bro. Drake and Josh, of course. Man, there's no competition.
Yeah, I'm definitely going Drake and Josh. Definitely.
Yeah, Drake and Josh. I mean, Drake and Josh is it's just too iconic. I mean, both of them are really iconic, but Drake and Josh just has a totally different feeling. iCarly versus Drake and Josh.
Great match.
iCarly versus Drake and Josh. Dang, Spencer wins either way, but okay. I would go. Yeah,
And, and
that's what I'm gonna pick it off of. Which Spencer I like better. Drake.
Crazy Steve was funny.
Crazy Steve was hilarious, but do I like Crazy Steve or Spencer better? Oh
They're both
god,
really good characters.
I think I'm gonna go with. I feel like I can relate more to Spencer, so I'm gonna go iCarly on this one. That's the only way I can separate them because he was in both shows.
Actually, they both were in both shows. The girl
yeah.
was
Oh
the
yeah, I
sister.
forgot about that. Yeah, I mean she did well, but Crazy Steve, his one iconic episode was the one where it was storming outside and they were singing
Oh
it.
yeah, that was funny.
That was his most iconic episode. So yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna go with iCarly for this one.
Yeah, I'm definitely going iCarly. Like I said, it's one of my favorite TV shows of all time.
I'm gonna go Drake and Josh. I as good as iCarly is, the original. I'm gonna go Drake and Josh, and iCarly wins. I actually like that. We tried not to go like too political, like behind the scenes political, like we didn't base it off of like Dan Schneider or whatever his name is with his feet issues
Okay.
and that weird stuff.
We're just focused on the fun childhood memories in the
Yeah,
TV show itself.
I like that. We need to do TV shows again.
Yeah,
I want to watch Drake and Josh now.
I'm not gonna lie, like I'm thinking about it.
Drake and Josh watch party.
Drake was hilarious, man. Hug me, brother. That was so funny, bro. Like, wow.
We put someone to sleep. He's sleeping. Oh, he's awake now. So I know we said we were gonna do this first, and I looked at it and I completely ignored it. We're normally gonna do this topic first. We're gonna do some community questions.
Ah, shit. Okay.
I think we only got one because Kid Vicious posted one. Even though
Yeah.
Shane couldn't see it at all, so I don't know what you were doing there. Why is KV so wrong about 98.9242% of everything he says?
I just want to say he's admitting that I'm always 1% right, so he's admitting that. That's all I gotta say on that. And I'm not wrong. Like I always say, most of what I say is for entertainment purposes. Catch me off camera. That's what I'll make my most realistic takes. Like the Packers, you can clip this in if you want to. I know my Packers are shit. They're fucking shit. God damn it, they make me want to crawl up in a ball and cry. Like they really do. Like that. Y'all know that meme I always sing y'all with Will Ferrell sitting in the chair and it's vibrating with the wine wine cup. That's how I feel right now about the Packers. Like, oh my God. Like, no.
not gonna
But yeah, Shane,
lie,
I knew Shane was
I
gonna
got
call
caught.
me out. I want to see Shane again. He's ducking me. He hasn't been in the comments lately. He's scared. All he's hiding behind his little phone screen. Shane, if you're hearing me now, I want to see you next episode or whenever. Not scared with your trash ass Colts. They suck hot garbage. They're an embarrassment. Stick to basketball, Indiana. You can't play football. Get out of here, even though the Pacers are hot shit too. Like Shane, stop calling me out unless you want the rap of Kid Vicious. I'm on your ass, bro. Yeah, message for Shane. He's scared. He ain't gonna come in here because he know he's scared. He's fucking scared, man. I scared him from the last time. He's at home shivering in his boots. All right, you guys can go.
Now, I was just gonna say I gotta call you out on the. You said catch you in person. We've had some conversations and I don't say debates, but discussions in person. You're just wrong. You're just wrong.
Wow. Wow.
It's okay. You're just
I mean, not to make this too sports related, because I mean that's for Tuesday. But the only reason why you hate the Steelers is because I'm a fan of them,
Exactly.
which makes you wrong about a lot of things.
Exactly.
And say what you want about the Steelers, we still have a better record than you.
I don't give a fuck what kind of record you guys have, because you guys are gonna come back and take that L.
I mean, we got it. We're number one in the North, so
I don't give a damn if you're number one. I don't give a damn if you're number one in the universe.
but yeah. So
And the
we
and
have
you think I hate the Steelers. I not to get too sports like you said. I hate the Falcons more than I hate the Steelers. It may not be shown because Phil doesn't sit up here and take shots at me all the time like you do. That's why I'm always hating on the Steelers. I hate the Falcons more than any other team I've ever seen in my life. I can't stand the Falcons. They make me
just
sick.
make sure you zip up the Falcons pants after you're done. Because ain't nobody mentioned the Falcons. You just got the Falcons all in your mouth, bro.
Yeah, where did the
Bro,
Falcons
No
come into
fighting.
play?
bro, Phil, why are you coming at me, man? I'm just stating the
You
point
came
that
at you
I
came
hate
at me.
the Falcons more than I hate the Steelers.
What the Falcons got to do with anything?
I'm just saying which team I hate the most. Even though that Falcon shirt is very comfortable, I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh,
It's a very comfortable shirt. You know, I ain't gonna hold you.
all right. Let me see if there's any last-minute questions that we have popping up. No, doesn't look like it. All right, that concludes our community questions. I think that'll be a once a month thing, the second Friday in the month of every month. All right. The moment you've all been waiting for, ever since I first called an actor handsome.
Exactly.
What is the origin of me thinking that actors are handsome? Honestly, I first time I looked at young Robert Downey Jr., my eyes they were locked onto his, and I was like, man, that guy is handsome. Man, is he handsome.
My cousin wanted me to tell you, bro. You did. She said when she first heard you say that, she said, "Doesn't he know that he was on drugs at that time?" That's what she told me. I was like, I don't know if he does, but hey, obviously he finds the guy handsome.
I mean, yeah, I knew he had drugs in his past, stuff like that.
Okay, but finish your story, bro, because this is hilarious.
And then I saw Hawkeye, and I was like, man, this can't get any handsomer. And then it just escalated from there. So there really isn't a reason or an origin. Um, I just like what I like. Robert Downey Jr. hit me up.
Oh, fuck. Oh my God.
But we all know the handsomest boy in here is Milo. Look at him.
Oh,
He wants to go
how
back to
old
sleep.
is Milo?
Milo is turning 2 in January, I think. He wants to go back to sleep. He's the handsomest boy in here.
I definitely respect your list. In I'm trying to think how it ever came up because I remember I think it might have been the first episode when it was my first time on. I remember we were talking about Hawkeye and what was it? Did I ask something like why Hawkeye or like I feel like it was like a question like why Hawkeye or like what
Yeah,
made you
yeah.
like
Yeah,
Hawkeye?
I think it was.
It was like, why do you like Hawkeye so much or something? And he was like, well, number one, he's handsome, and we were caught off guard like with that.
No, it was
And
your
then
second episode because it was with Shane.
yeah, it was with Shay. We were all caught off guard. Me and Shay had been going back and forth, and then he says that, and we're like all caught off guard.
Yeah,
And
because
then
you guys were dogging on my boy Hawkeye so much, and
then
I just blurted it out. It's like, first of all, he's handsome, and then Phil said the iconic, "It's not."
like, what the fuck? And
Yeah,
like,
that was
bro, I told you, Phil, he's been saying this since last year, bro. So, you know.
that was an iconic moment right there. We
Definitely.
might need to recreate that at some point. Like we
I mean,
all wear the same clothes.
Shane's gonna have to come back at some point.
At
He's
some
been
point, yeah.
ducking it. He's been
Um,
ducking.
actually, he's busy with he made his or he's co-owner of a new business. So, and he has his own business. He has the co-ownership of the business, and then he has school. He goes to college. Um, and then I think he has a full-time job too. So he's got a lot on his plate. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to coordinate with him, get him back on the show at some point. It might be the sports show, honestly, just because him and Kid Vicious are just amazing with the sports show. They just keep going back and forth, and he wins every time.
Don't give a damn shit. He would do good on both shows, though. I feel like Shane is a very versatile guest.
Yeah, because he's also really into like Marvel and stuff. Speaking of Marvel, the latest Spider-Man game trailer. I'm gonna play it on screen right now. Just because I don't think I watched it. Uh, was it the one that came out 10 days ago, Phil?
Yeah.
Alright, so I am gonna play this.
The city's being torn apart. I don't know if I'm strong enough to save it. Do I have what it takes to protect the people I love? You never gave up. Never backed down.
Neither will I. This is my power.
My responsibility. I am Spider-Man.
That was a gameplay trailer, and I realized I did see it.
Yeah, I'll say that. I think you sent it to the group chat
I thought that was Phil.
or some. I know somebody sent it because I've
Someone
seen it.
sent it. Yeah. I will say, I do like how they added the I am Spider-Man, kind of like the I am Iron Man type thing. But also, if it is anything like the Iron Man, that means one of them might die. So, don't know. Hopefully not.
Yeah, I don't think any of them will die in this game. Not in this game.
I'm gonna say this. I'm thinking about investing in a PS5 just so I can play the game, bro, because it looks good.
Why don't you get a PC? That way you
I'm not
can.
getting, I'm not getting a PC.
That
PCs are
way you can have better quality video and play.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. If I get a PC, I'm gonna have to call you to help me set it up, bro, because I'm not good with technology
It's
like that,
not
bro.
that difficult.
I don't care
I
how.
will say PCs are more expensive. Like mine was 1800.
Yeah, that's why I'm going with PS5.
But yeah, I'm definitely getting it. Because it comes out soon. I think next Friday.
Next Friday.
Yeah. So I might ask for it for my birthday. Actually, no. I think I'm gonna ask for the new Mario game for my birthday, and then just buy this one. Buy this game. But yeah, it looks great. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for Venom mainly. Um, just because I want to see if there's an origin to Venom being in that universe. Because I know at the end of the second Venom movie, uh, the symbiote got transferred to Tom Holland's universe. So I'm not sure. I think they're connected. I think the video game and the movies are connected in the same universe. So that might be it, but they might have a different origin story. I don't know. That's the really cool thing about having like different universes is that you can have like it be the same but be different universes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you speak on it, KB?
You said what?
Did you speak on it, the game?
Yeah. I just said if I might invest in a PS5 just to play that game and a few other games. The only way I would get a PC is if I really get tired of waiting for them to drop the latest boxing game they're supposed to be dropping on all systems, but they have it on PC. That's the only way I'll get PC.
Yeah, I may go for a while on this because I am really excited for this. Um, the trailer just got me even more hyped. I love how at the beginning it's Peter standing at Aunt May and Uncle Ben's grave talking about, that's the reason why he does what he's doing, why he's Spider-Man. And then it's the cut to Miles, the picture of him and his dad, and he's like, that's why I do it for. That's awesome. I love them tag teaming and fighting Venom, the kind of Batman and Robin dynamic, the dynamic duo. I love that. Fun fact: I pre-ordered the game maybe about 3 4 days ago. I had to huddle up my brothers and talk about the games we're going to delete so we can make space for it because I got an alert on my phone about that today. So it's currently downloading, getting ready for next Friday. Um, like barbecue was saying, I'm really looking forward to see the origin stories of Venom, of Craven and stuff because the one thing I like about Insomniac Games, how they're doing the Spider-Man universe, they're taking certain things that we would, like be more familiar with as Marvel fans and Spider-Man fans, but they're also tying some of their own things into their own universe. So I'm really interested to see who Venom is, where the symbiote came from. It's Harry. I think that's cool. That's something that we haven't really seen before. Um, and really, I was talking to my brothers about that too. The most thing I'm most excited for is not the lizard. It's not Craven. But if y'all played the last game, I can't remember if it was a part of a DLC or if it was when you beat the game a side quest. But Officer Yuri, the officer that Spider-Man was real close to working with, ended up killing people and becoming bad. And I'm really interested in how her storyline is going to be and how they're going to tie that into this game. Or they going to make it a DLC on its own or something like that. But Les, I'm really excited about this game.
Yeah, I am too. Uh, so with Harry, I see one of two things happening with him because you saw him in the green goo in both
Yeah.
games. I feel like he's either gonna be the like what we saw in the Amazing Spider-Man, that version of Goblin, or he might even be Venom because I think he was in Venom in the original movies. I think that was Harry. I do think that was Harry who became Venom.
It was Eddie Brock
Oh, Eddie.
previously.
Never mind. But yeah, either way, but I do think it will be. We will see the Goblin in this one, just because it is green. But if you remember, uh, we also saw the different spiders in that same lab. So if something may happen to where, like in this universe, instead of a symbiote, it's a different radioactive spider that mixes in with the green goo or something like that. So I can see it going either way. Either way, it's gonna be fun. I'm just super excited for it too. Um, Actually, I might. You just gave me a. I might pre-order after the show tonight. Just cause, just so I can get it, and as soon as we're done with the show next Friday, I can just immediately start playing, and probably finish it by the next day. But yeah, I think that's it for that one. But yeah, super hype. Got literally 1 week left. Speaking of new video games, Modern Warfare 3 betas just came out, I think, earlier this week. I heard there's no new maps. I heard the only new thing is like a new like customization thing. I don't know.
I mean, the only reason I'm gonna get this game because I know we had mentioned something about playing it as like multiplayer online or whatever. That'll be the only reason I'll get the game and just to play the campaign. I've always liked Call of Duty's campaigns, so yeah, that'll be the only reason I'll get that.
You said it came out recently, or is it coming out soon?
The betas came out like
Okay.
a week ago. I think the actual game doesn't release till like November. Let me look that up.
I think November 10th.
November 8th. Oh wait, never mind.
Okay.
That's 2011 version. Never mind. November 10th. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not the biggest Call of Duty fan, but I love Modern Warfare. So I'm definitely going to look into some gameplay, more gameplay of it, and see if it's something before I buy it right away. Because like the only way I would buy it right away is like what KV said. If that's something that we decide to like do multiplayer with, then of course I go ahead and get it. But if not, I'll probably like just wait it out till it goes on discount or something like that. Unless it just looks really awesome and it's something that I just have to have.
Yeah, basically the same thing as Phil said. Uh, we can definitely talk about it more about playing it together. I did love last year's Call of Duty uh, campaign, but I'm Call of Duty and I have a little bit of love and a lot of hate relationship. I love the gameplay. I love a lot about the game. I just hate the microtransactions and the pay to win and the stuff like that. Like just make it like what it used to be. Make it back like the Black Ops 3 days. No, take out the battle pass. There's no need for that. Just just make it as fun as possible without the microtransactions. Um, By the off chance Activision is seeing this, I doubt they are. But if you could do that, that would probably boost sales. Honestly, um, people find that out and they're buying it immediately.
I mean, not to get off topic, but Activision is in talks about bringing back Guitar Hero. So
But yeah, I heard
I
about
feel,
that. That might be
yeah,
cool.
I feel like they're in a state to where they're trying to hang on, and come out with something.
Yeah, one problem I
Why
have
they
with
ever take it away?
You said what?
Why did they ever take it away? Guitar Hero.
I just think Guitar Hero kind of faded away with as time went on.
I think kind of like Just Dance, but except they keep making more Just Dance games.
Yeah, Just Dance is kind of irrelevant by now, bro.
Yeah, it
Like,
was easy. It was the best. It was at its peak with the Wii because you could hold the controller in one hand.
yeah,
But
yeah.
Yeah.
one thing I don't like about Guitar Hero is you have to buy an extra accessory to play the game. And it's a cool concept, but it's just like when that accessory is like $100, it's not really worth it. But
Yeah, I could definitely.
to get back on track, um, yeah, I have a whole list of how they could make Call of Duty good again. I just I might not buy this game off rip, just because money wise, money's starting to get tight. But I might definitely buy it eventually. Um, I'll let you guys know if we do plan on doing that whole play it with us thing. But yeah, that's our thoughts on Modern Warfare. You guys have anything else on that?
Not on the Modern Warfare. I don't want to get back off topic, but we were talking about Just Dance. You know how you could play it with like the Connect and stuff. Do y'all know how you play it now? Like, how does that work?
I'm not sure.
The last system I seen Just Dance on was the Switch, and you can take the Switch little things and hold them in your hand. But I haven't played it
Yeah,
since it was on the Wii and Connect.
yeah. I'm just curious for like PS5 and like Series X and stuff. How does that? Because I haven't seen a Connect for the Series X, and I mean PlayStation. Then they have like the little like Joy-Con thing, almost like the Wii that kind of had the ball at the top.
I think that was
I
for
think you
VR.
used that. I don't remember. Okay.
But yeah, I know it's on PC. I don't know how you would play it on PC. I guess the camera would probably be the best thing. I don't know, or maybe some sort of sensor you buy or something. That's the only way I would think it would work. But yeah, I'm not sure. I would have to work more into that. I know. I guess with the PS5, you could just hold the controller. It would just be a little weird holding the big controller.
Yeah, that's why I'm interested in like how I'll probably have to like just look it up on YouTube or whatever because I'm curious on how they make that work.
That is a little. Yeah, the only thing I could think is would be you have to buy like a sensor or something.
Yeah, unless you're just pressing buttons, which I mean defeats the purpose of the game.
Yeah, because games you're supposed to exercise. So
Yeah.
interesting. I never really thought of that. Speaking of more new games, Assassin's Creed just came out, I think, a week ago. I've always wanted to get into Assassin's Creed. I just never picked up the game. But I definitely do want to get into. I know there's a bundle. I think there's a bundle on either Steam or the Epic Store to where you can buy like the first three for like a discounted price. for like $60 or something. So I might pick that up.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed, same thing. Like what you said, Barky. I played the Viking one because I'm very into Vikings and stuff and the history. I'm just a history buff. I played Odyssey. Yeah, I played the Viking one and Odyssey so far. I haven't, and I think I played a little bit of the first one.
Yeah, so I think I can speak from a different point of view then because I love Assassin's Creed, or I loved it. It was one of my favorite video game series. I played one, two, three, four. I played Syndicate, um, Unity, maybe some other ones, but yeah, the franchise has fallen each game because it's taken away from the assassins aspect of the game. Where like I understand it could be repetitive, just going around in a hoodie, blade and just the same thing every game. But at the same time, I haven't played the Viking one, but just looking at it, I mean, it's like God of War almost. You're not an assassin. The same thing with Odyssey, where he's kind of like a I forgot the word of it. He's kind of like a war person instead of like an assassin. So that is the thing that I liked about this one, this recent one that came out, was because it's kind of going back to the roots of hidden blade, lurking in the shadows, being an assassin. But at looking at the pictures and stuff that I've seen in like the trailer, I haven't. It's not the most interesting to me. That's why I haven't got it. But I'm glad that we brought it up because I'm probably gonna watch like a gameplay video. I usually don't like doing that because it spoils the game, but I need to watch like a gameplay video just to see if it's something that I would be into before I buy it. But yeah.
Yeah, I really like adventure games type, like what was it called? Uncharted. Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, was it came with my PlayStation or my brother's PlayStation that we all shared. And I think it's the first ever game that I beat 100%. So if it's anything like that, or if it used to be anything like that, like the Uncharted, and I'll get it. Like the puzzles and stuff like that. I'll get it. And I want to play the whole series. I want to play one through wherever we're at now. I think it's six or something like that.
It's so many. It's of course it's way more than 6 games, but I don't know where this one would be at in the storyline.
That one thing I did not like was the movie.
Watch the movie.
Yeah.
I
See,
I
I haven't watched the movie yet.
I fell asleep through the movie. It was so boring. But yeah, don't recommend the movie. Wow, we are just flying through these today. I guess there is a lot more yelling with the sports show, and Kid Vicious doing a lot of rants, so sports show takes longer. All right.
Yes, his 7 minute speeches.
Yep. Our final topic: Loki season 2 just dropped 2 weeks ago. Because I think it ended, or it started as Ahsoka was ending. I haven't watched it yet, just because it's a show my mom and I watch, and we first got to get through Ted Lasso, which we're on the final season. And then we have to rewatch season one because my mom forgot about it. So I probably won't be on it for a while.
Watch it when we get off stream or whatever with my cousin. The first two episodes.
Yeah, it's something that I've heard a lot of good things about. I know my dad and my brothers watch it. I just haven't gotten into it. I gotta watch a lot of the MCU shows. That I heard Loki especially is really good. So I may get around to, of course, start with season one and then work my way to season two. I think I mentioned it before. It's kind of difficult for me to sit down and just watch something, but I'm definitely gonna have to give Loki and then a lot of the MCU shows a chance.
Yeah,
Loki. I just relate more with Loki. That's one of my favorite characters in Marvel. I can relate a lot more with Loki. But yeah.
yeah. I think what Bill said is my problem too with a lot of TV shows is like I have so little free time, and when I do have free time, I don't want to watch anything, and it's just like. And then there's this rare moment where I do want to watch something and I just want to sit there for hours watching it, but I don't have that type of time because it's normally whenever I watch TV shows, it's at night, and then I'll start watching it, and then like midway through like 3 episodes, I have to go to bed because I have work at like 7 in the morning the next morning. So I'm just like, eh.
Right.
So, and then the next night I'm like super busy, and it's hard for me to get back into it after I'm out of the groove. But I think it really helped, like watching it with my mom, and specifically with my mom, because whenever I visit, we make sure to watch at least one episode, um, so I can sit down and be like, because if I have time to go to my mom's anyway, I'm not going to be working or doing anything else. So I'm gonna just be hanging out, chilling, watching the show. Might as well watch one episode or two.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think watching something with else or a group of people makes it easier to keep up with or have you more motivated to watch it. Because like you said with your mom, every time you visit, you guys are at least going to try to do one episode.
Kid Bitches have anything to say?
I just want to say that Loki is the best supervillain in all of Marvel. Yeah, that's what I have to say.
Phil, you got anything else?
Um, Happy Friday the 13th.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Maybe.
Yeah, I definitely forgot about that. I stopped watching that a long time ago. I think the first time I ever watched Friday the 13th, I was still in elementary school and my older cousins cut it on. And that crap scared the mess out of me when I was young. But when I got older, I was not scared of that.
I meant to
I still have not watched.
get a print out a Green Bay logo and put it on my chest and scare everyone, but
That was scared the heck out.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, my last thing. Is any what are y'all guys dressing up for Halloween or no?
I already told y'all about this. Since we on stream, yes, I'm 18 and I will go trick or treating until I'm 98. My grandkids will be pushing me around in a wheelchair, and I'm gonna have my little bucket. Yes, but you mentioned it. Me and my fam, because I've been wanting to incorporate something with my brother like the last couple years, and you would think the oldest wouldn't be trying to do that. I've been trying to like incorporate something because I think it'll be cool, and I brought up the idea to my fam. They mentioned like the Power Rangers. That way, my mom could even be involved, and like everyone could be their own ranger. So right now, it might be that, but we gotta talk about that because if not, then I gotta go ahead and get on my own costume. yeah, right now it's probably Power Rangers.
Me, I'm dressing up as a hippie. I'm actually dressing up as one because last year I was passing out candy for my mom and I was just acting like a hippie, bro. And them little kids, they loved it, bro. I was telling them that's why I started talking about the earth being flat and stuff and saying I was a hippie barbecue, bro. Because of that night, bro. Like that was, after that night, I just started. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna convince the barbecue that I'm a hippie, bro. I
You
even sent
didn't
him a.
convince me at all.
And then I was like, oh, I got a hippie meetings, bro. Here's a picture of the guy who leads the meeting.
And you sent me a
Lead,
picture of a serial killer.
bro, I just looked up hippies and that's who came up. He literally popped up. I was like,
Let me see if I can find that. I can't remember who it was.
yeah, I forgot his. I think it was Ted Bundy.
It
What?
might have been Ted Bundy.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna dress up as a hippie this year. I'm not wearing like platform shoes because I told my cousin no, they just look too feminine to me. So I might do the afro, the little piece chain or whatever. But yeah, I'm a dress up as a hippie this year.
Yeah. I passed out candy one time for Halloween, like a couple years ago. It's one of the worst Halloweens of my life. I was like, this is just boring. I was like, I cannot do that.
It's like doing it to mess with the kids, bro. Either I might dress up as a hippie or a Scarface. I mean, I have a scar on my face, so and all I have to do is find a suit. I have a scar on my face just like Scarface, bro. So yeah.
I know the thing I probably will say about trick or treating, like I love getting the candy, but I am losing the motivation to stay out there for like 2 hours going to every single house. I ain't gonna lie, like after like 4 or 5 houses, I low key like I'm done. My bag ain't even barely filled, so and that's the only thing as I have gotten older.
Real, bro. They don't be asking you no questions to why you're trick or treating.
Bro, I always try to wear a mask because like I'm short, so you're not gonna tell off of. So I always try like my brothers or whatever go first, and then I keep on a mask. But a lot of times if they hear my voice, then yeah they do ask questions. I think last year I didn't have on the mask. And they was like every single house they're like you a little old ain't you? And I was like I just held my bucket.
I
I mean,
forgot who it was, barbecue. I'm trying to think who it was. I
I
know
am
it was a
too.
Twitter player. I know. I think it was the one they made a Netflix movie, TV show about. Not Jeffrey Dahmer, because that man gives me the creeps, bro. Oh my god, I was scared watching that show. But it was another one. But yeah, I didn't like Phil. I didn't know he would catch on that that's who that was.
I
Like I
immediately
forgot that.
said it because you literally took a screenshot of the Google and it said his name right below the picture.
I didn't even realize that it said his name. I was like, oh god. Guys, my lovely assistant's back from the gym. Say hey, Miss Dean, to the stream.
Hi,
Charles,
everybody.
it was Charles Mason. You sent me a picture of Charles Mason.
Manson.
Manson. His name's Manson.
Manson.
Charles
Same thing. He's a serial killer.
Bro, it was so funny as crap, bro. Because I didn't even realize it, Phil. I was like, hold up. That name sounds familiar. Type. This man's
Uh-huh.
a serial killer. Oh, like, wow. Hey, I didn't tell him that. I was sticking to my script, bro. I was like, yep, that's my hippie leader, bro. He's at every meeting.
And then you sent me like multiple pictures of like different people too, and you're like, "Oh, this is the same person." I'm like, "No, it's not. That's not the picture you sent me last time." You didn't send me. You didn't get your story straight.
Yeah, bro, I'm dressing up as a hippie. I'm not going trick or treating like you, Phil. I was gonna go to Fright Fest, but I changed my mind.
Fright Fest.
Go out and trick or treat, bro.
I'll tell you right now, Fright Fest is not worth the money. It's really not. I went for a birthday one year, and it's basically a haunted house, and that's kid friendly, and a bunch of people jumping out at you saying "roar."
Me, I went to Fright Fest a lot of times growing up. At this point, I'm not going for that. I was going to go and meet girls, bro. So yeah, that's the main point, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fright Fest is cool. I think the last time I went, yeah, they had like the fog and stuff, and they have like characters that like will chase after you at sometimes when you walking around. That's really all I need. And of course, the music playing. I remember.
Yeah, I'm. I mean, no one really comes. Because I live in an apartment. No one's probably gonna come and trick or treat in an apartment. I'm just gonna chill here. Probably watch a scary movie. But I think that is it for the first episode of the Fun Show. Studio C Fun Show. All right, I will get this uploaded. Remember we have our meeting that we have to do real quick right afterwards. So I'm gonna end this stream. Thank you all for joining us. We will see you Tuesday for the sports show. Hopefully a lot less yelling because Green Bay and Pittsburgh are not playing. There's bye week. A lot less rants by Kid Vicious. But yeah, we'll talk to you guys Tuesday.